My name is Dakara.
And I'm Cupcakes.
And I'm Stillwaters.
Welcome to Tea with Cubes. Let's get on with the topic of the day.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you think that college is necessary in today's world?
The Nigerian in me. Let's start there.
Is it Nigerian or African?
Okay, I guess the African in me will say absolutely yes. Nah, man. Just imagine. In fact, no. Let me.
I asked mommy this question. I was like, is college really necessary? I'm like, I'm not so sure. Who would have trained the doctors if there was no college?
Thank you.
What about the nurses?
Thank you.
What about dentists?
Thank you.
What about lawyers?
Thank you.
What about
Major four.
She just went on and on and on with all of these. I'm like, yes, obviously now there are some professions where you obviously need a college degree.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. However, I think that in today's world, there's a minority group that can survive and be ultra successful without college.
What group is that?
That's why I said it's a minority group.
Name them now.
Without college, not necessarily without a college degree. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't have a college degree, just FYI.
Okay, what does he do?
But he doesn't have a college degree.
What does he do?
But he doesn't have a college degree. That's the point here.
What I'm trying to tell you?
He has some college.
What's the industry?
He's in tech now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What?
Okay, most
techs
do it from their house, right?
But
you
need college for tech.
Not all.
You can learn it without.
Yeah, now they feel like people. That's what Mark Zuckerberg did.
That's what he did.
That's what Bill Gates did. They were doing it in their basement,
in their dorm rooms. And the funny thing is that, like, techie people, especially those.
And Stella says college is very necessary. FYI.
Thank you, Auntie. I agree with you. Please. What I do?
No, nothing.
What if you want to be a makeup artist?
You still
need go to cosmetology school.
Why do you?
Cosmetology school is their college. You do because nobody will hire or pay you equivalent prices in today's world though if you don't have some kind of.
So if you're looking for a makeup artist, you're gonna be looking to see whether they have a cosmetology.
Some people do. A lot of people do.
I don't think a lot
because you have a license.
I think
you have insurance.
I think that a lot of people will see your work online. They're not going to go look to see if you have a cosmetology.
You know that that's for you and I that are paying people cash or check. If you're working for a corporation or a network, something for even just to hire you to say you're working on board, your credentials you must have something to show.
See my
your credentials.
See my own thing with college degree or no degree. Obviously, yes, like you said, there's a minority group of people who feel like college is unnecessary and they can get by working and all that. All well and good. They can find job and whatever. But a part of me just feels that one day down the line, that is going to come back and bite you.
By the time you're trying to get up there in the ranks to like management positions, executive levels, and all of that, that's when you'll be like, wait, you don't have a college, you don't even have a bachelor's.
First of all, you don't have associates.
You don't even have associates. Yeah, exactly.
Let's start
at least manage associates, right?
Because what I know says, nowadays. Thousands of online courses available so one can pursue a degree-less career.
It's true too, because there are a lot of courses that you can do online that are not college affiliated. Just go there's this blogger couple that I know. I think they have degrees, yes, but what they're into right now is photography. Everything they learned was on YouTube. Every single thing. And that's how they're making their money. What they learned on YouTube. Even this girl, that evil chick that's now Dima Ume, she didn't go to any makeup school or anything. She has how many hundreds of thousands of followers.
Okay, but she has a degree.
Learned.
She has a degree.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she has a degree. She actually has 2 degrees.
Okay.
She has 2 degrees. But I'm saying she learned her makeup from YouTube.
Yeah, but guess what?
Your first degree counts.
It does.
Regardless of what
And
you did.
her makeup is a hobby that she likes. That's what it is. It's a hobby.
There's no hobby. It's making her money.
It can make you money, but it's still a
Your hobby
hobby.
can make you money.
Yes,
now.
it's still a hobby.
I feel like
it's not her career.
It is her career.
Okay. What I'm saying,
or rather, maybe her career is YouTube.
Huh?
She's a YouTuber. That's how she makes her money.
Okay.
Like I said, let's go back to Mark Zuckerberg. These people are all in Mark Zuckerberg's career. They're all in that industry of tech, entertainment, social media. They're all in that kind of bubble.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and in that bubble, you don't.
Nika said it is necessary if you want to be competitive, earn a good salary, move up, harder without. Yes. And then Ms. B.
It is true, because like what Ms. Tasha was saying in church today is that almost everybody has a college degree now, at least a first degree. So gone are the days where let me go get a master's, let me go get an MBA so I can be ahead of the curve. Sorry, almost everybody's going in that track now.
Okay,
so that's what society demands. I mean, that's what they demand for you to.
Yeah, but
make more money.
Do you think? But there are a lot of people that can be successful without needing that degree. And again, yes, you might be, the tech people.
Okay, like in Nika's background, she's in finance. You need a degree.
Yeah.
So okay, there's someone I know. She just graduated, and she's high school. About to go into college. So when I had this, young lady, we were having a discussion, and she was telling me what she wants to go to school for. She told me, and I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good, So I was like, okay, so that way, you get your 4-year degree, and then because of the field she wants to go in, after getting 4 year, you're still going to. It's kind of like medical school, but she's not going to medical school, right? Mm-hmm. But after the 4 years, you still have to continue ahead for more certifications and all that to get certified before you can actually work in this particular field office. Mm-hmm. Do you know what she told me? She was like, I ain't got time for all that school. I was just like, wait, what? I was like, but this is what you want to do. She goes, Kiki, do you know that I can find courses and take courses in 3 months? Or in 5 months, and I will get certified, and I will end up I can be an assistant, whatever. I didn't be shocked. I was just like, but wait, why do you want to just stop yourself as an assistant in this field you're trying to go to? Why would you want to do that? She's like, because I didn't want to go to school.
Because it's all fast track money,
and that's exactly what she said.
Yeah,
that's what she said. Because she was like, no, that she needs to start making that money. I'm like, but what is the rush? I'm like, why don't you just do it the right way?
Right.
Okay, sorry. Why don't you do it okay? Why don't you just do it the standard way? Okay, I guess go to this school, get the main degree. By the time you even get this degree, from that degree, you can even now find an internship because you have your 4 year. And then go and start interning at an office. And then from there, who knows? They might even be the ones who end up paying for you to get all these other certifications. She's like, no, She's like, I already found what I want to do. So I'm going to start, before the fall, and I'll be done before the summer next year. I was like, wow.
But the thing about most people is they don't understand that some industries, you can't even do that. You can't. Either way you slice or dice it, you need to go to school. It's not possible. Nobody will hire you in that field. Even the people that have paper degrees in that field, they don't hire them. Education is one of them. This money, finance, accounting, that's another degree. The closest you will ever get in a finance sector is teller. And even at teller now, I think they are collecting associates.
Yeah.
So you won't even, those are no-go areas. Sports medicine is another one. You can't do that. Medicine of any sort is another one. Judge law is another one. even to be a paralegal,
yeah,
you must have that
yeah.
paralegal, the initial one. Then you go on, Then you go on to get some more stuff.
When they don't have that college experience, they end up having this annoying complex.
Yeah, true. And it's true.
But then you get mad at people who spend all their money in college to do this, and they're getting jobs and you're not getting jobs, even though you may have the experience or you may know better than them, or you may. And but the fact about it is, they climbed the step for that industry. They climbed the steps.
What about those who, they start the college, right? In the hopes of actually pursuing or getting a degree, then they drop out, not for anything, but they drop out because they started working, and they start making money.
But your money is limited.
No,
you don't have a cap.
Exactly, but I think that's where, especially like the younger folk, I think that's the problem where a lot of them are. I don't want to say the problem that they're entering, but my spirit is making me say that they are going to enter a problem.
Yeah,
because you might so drop out of this school and you start making this money, and all you just think about is, okay, well, so far I'm out of school, I'm making this money, I really don't need this degree. But then what some of them don't seem to understand or realize is that position that you are in and making this money, to move up will be hard.
It is very hard.
Do you really think so though? Yep. Because I feel like there are a lot of companies that will advance someone from within because they have the work experience.
There are people yes.
I think that there are a lot of jobs that a lot of companies that put a lot of emphasis on job experience. And if you've been working in, obviously, if you have two people, they've been working at this job for the same amount of time, one has a college degree and one doesn't. Obviously, when it's time to move up, they're going to move the one up that has a college degree, even if they've both been working there, because they also have the experience. But just having that degree, gives you a leg up. But if, let's say, you have someone who has an MBA, and then you have this other person who's been working at the company for the past 5 years, they're trying to move, there's a managerial position open. You're coming in fresh with an MBA, but not necessarily experienced in this field or in this company. It seems like the company would rather have this other person without the degree because, well, they have the work experience and we know them, they've been doing they know the business already. I think that that's where a lot of the, college is not all that necessary anymore, because there's this emphasis on job experience.
Yeah, there's two things I know about that. The first one is there are people who are grandfathered into the system, where you've been working there for God knows how long, and everybody knows you, like you're saying, and you have all the experience, so you're just going to keep moving up because they know you know you can do it. So you're technically grandfathered. You were there before they started asking for all these extra things. So it's either that or they fire you, right? And then there are the other people that are being moved up without experience for the bottom line reason only, which means they're looking at their dollars at the bottom line. Is it going to be cheaper for me to move this guy up or bring this other person and pay to train them?
Right. Yeah.
So for them, it's the bottom line. There's so many situations where the person with more academics, more degrees, more credentials doesn't get hired because they just don't want to pay for training. They don't want to pay anyone to train you or pay you to go for any training, because this other person in the company, the training is already standard. Yeah, we're going to pay you your salary. You just go and take this class or talk to this person, whatever. So it's cheaper for me to do it that way, as opposed to bringing you in and paying all this money to get you trained for the same job that I can do for somebody else.
And now, say, like, there's some jobs now, like if you look at some postings, which I think this also can be a problem in our society going forward, a lot of job postings now, they're actually saying, oh, you just think this is a high school diploma.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you imagine you, a fresh out of high school, you're looking for, let's say, looking for like a summer job or whatever. And you can't see that kind of thing that says, okay.
They don't even ask for high school diploma, I say GED.
GED, right? And then you, this high schooler, you're like, okay, well, here's a job I can do without a college degree, so I'm good. And then they start working. And the deeper they get into that work field, the farther away college goes from their mind. And that's why I just feel like it's getting, or I feel it's going to be a problem in our society. Because look here, we're African. Our parents and us, we don't understand no degree. We don't get it. It's just something that's in an African household. You're born into it. You're taught the
only part is college.
Pretty much, and then
but that is not without evidence. Yeah, it's not without merit, because if you go to like America, I think is the only place in the world, I think, and that this may be a generalization of the statement, but where people just rise to stardom like this, like without you're not even batting an eyelid, you already have money, you're rich, you're a star, you're But Jamestown, as well, anywhere else in the world, there are actual standards. You have to go through the process. I mean, of course, there's corruption and nepotism and all these things embedded in it, but there's emphasis on getting more knowledge, and you can't get more knowledge just from experience. In my opinion, you can't, because you got to read the textbooks. You got to know the foundations of what you're doing. Yes. You have to, like things like makeup and all these things. Actually, people should go to school, go and find out how they made that make. So guess what? If you're a makeup artist, I think you should go and get an MBA. Well, do some kind of accounting course or something. Business management. Yes, something that when you actually hit it, you know how to manage your life. Right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not even social media too. If you're making money off this thing, go and get you a degree, so that if somebody comes and says, oh, I think it's A, having this background knowledge, this is not right. Yeah. You know what I mean? As opposed to getting bamboozled. Yep. This is why I think people now, like you say, in our society, do not believe that there's any worth in academics. Mm-hmm. There's no worth. Oh, after high school, well done. We've gotten all the knowledge you can have.
Here's my question, though. Like, how much of, not you because you're a teacher, I don't know, because you're in tech. But like, how much of a lot of people, much of what you learn?
Let's talk about. So that lady was probably grandfathered into the program.
Nika said, I know a lady at my old job who didn't have a degree. Luckily for her, she started working young and moved up to an executive position in this company. She couldn't leave though because other firms want a degree in addition to experience, which makes a lot of sense.
Hi, Ada.
It makes a lot of sense. But what I wanted to ask here is, when you look at it, how much of what you learn in college do you actually use in your job? If you're not, these particular specific industries. Let's say you're working in you can't even use bank stuff.
Okay. Finance. Okay.
No, but I know what though. Here's the thing though. In almost every industry, there's a college degree for you. Because I'd have said, people that are, like working in TJ Maxx and don't have college degrees, you can
get management.
Not just business. They have retail, fashion industry, management,
or retail. Not FIT. Sky.
Yes,
go to Sky.
Yeah, they have college degrees for almost everything.
Go to Sky.
Almost every single
industry.
Yeah, there's something for you for almost
some kind of paper to show.
Even those that want to do music, you can get a music degree. You can do sound engineering. You can do. There's so many. The production.
Even forget the big names like Kennesaw Stage. There are all these little IGG Tech, ITT Tech, all these little ones that you can get something in. Yeah. To give you some kind of leg up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that shows that you actually are that interested in this area that you actually went to gain more knowledge about it.
And for someone in the tech field, right? Even though yes, a lot of techies you can self teach yourself, right? Mm-hmm. But there are some companies that use specific softwares and programs. Mm-hmm. And some of those programs is actually something that you might have picked up in school. It could have been maybe like a database, something, or like some kind of coding in a particular kind of language that this company uses, but you cannot self-teach.
That's right.
So now, when you have someone who goes for an interview, so now it's like, okay, do you know how to code using let's say C++, Java minus whatever, and let's say you don't know it, people look at them like, okay, I don't know that, but I know Perl. Me, if I'm the interviewer, I'll be like, I didn't ask you about Perl.
That's great. However,
this is what we need. So, do you have experience with this? And then, I mean, what you say, no?
But there you go again. There goes the experience. Do you don't have
part of this experience?
It's
like
not
see,
like working
and especially like I said in the tech, in the tech field, a lot of these things you get your first things from school, from all these colleges. Mm-hmm. You know, that's how coding begins, anyways. But
not today, people start coding from 5 years old.
Well, yes.
At least from what I see online.
That which is true. I mean, you can teach kids coding. You know,
I want to be a black code. That coding is on one level. I feel like I need to talk to people about that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Because you have the very, very serious technical, like someone like Debo now. He can teach himself all these kind of things. You know, he can read books and teach all these kind of things. But
you have to go to school first.
Yes, but and then again, even if you go into like a job and be like, okay, what's your experience? You cannot just say, I do it in my house. No one's going to get you. Mm-hmm. Just because you can do something in your house.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
But what now came into my head, which to me, now this is I feel like is a slap to degree holders and degree pursuers. Vin Diesel, just this week. Turns out he did not finish college, right? I saw it on Instagram. Now, I'm not saying everything you see on Instagram is real, or the truth, but from what I just saw, right? Mm-hmm. Turns out I didn't finish college, right? And obviously he went into acting and blah, blah, blah. I know these actors and celebrities now, whatever school they started out, they start pouring money into that school, maybe like for fundraisers or whatever. They just gave this guy an honorary
degree.
Yes.
Is it bachelor or master
or doctor?
I think it wasn't master's though. Because
not giving them the
big one because they want him that they're big. And I'm just like, wait, hold on, guy. You didn't finish this school. So people who are now struggling to take all these classes, paying this money to get this thing, I'm sorry, that would be a slap in the face.
You know how hard it is to write a dissertation?
Exactly. And then just because Vin Diesel is giving you guys money, you now want to go and give him a thingy?
How they choose them? Yes, it's money.
Yes, because like
or accolade.
Oh, exactly.
I deserve the accolade.
So
hey, Miss Susan, how are you? Hi, Miss Susan. Yeah, accolade or money. It's a lot of money.
You know, another thing that deters people from college though is the cost of that college degree and how long it takes you to pay it off.
But that's people that don't think before they go to college. Because this is why anybody that I meet that is going into high school, I tell them your freshman year, 9th grade, is the grade you decide what you want to do. 9th year makes or breaks you. If you pass 9th grade and you make it in flying colors, 9th grade is kind of like your foundation. Then your 10th grade, you start to look for those scholarships, start taking the SAT, all these things. So by the 12th grade, thinking of AP classes, by the 12th grade, you'll be collecting accolades. And money, people will be throwing money out to go to school. These people who think that, we'll just do high school and then go to college. Then you start collecting loans. I mean, if you have, I needed a loan to pay for my master's. But I'm just saying that mine is not my fault because I didn't go to school the traditional way. And even with the loan, I didn't even collect all of them. I just collected what I suffered to pay for my books. I just collected what I needed to pay for tuition. But people, they offer you $20,000. You go and take $20,000.
Why would you take the whole thing if you don't need the whole
That's
thing?
what I'm saying. Because they give it, it's a kickback. You get a kickback after tuition has been paid. And then they say, oh, buy books, pay for this. Well, you know that ain't gonna happen. So it's a real temptation. So you just take what you need to pay tuition and keep it moving. For the first year of my master's, I had a scholarship right from the start. And that's part of what I used to pay my tuition. Even though but people don't think. And again, you people decide, oh, I want to go to Duke. I want to go to Princeton. I'm not saying that don't go to Harvard or don't go to Princeton. If Harvard didn't give you money, please go to Kennesaw State.
Exactly.
If Harvard didn't give you money, even Georgia State, go to Georgia State. Just what I'm saying. I'm saying that your first degree, kindly go to a school that costs less. So that when you want to pepper them with your second degree, your doctorate, add the money and go to all these other schools. Your first degree, please just get your degree and keep it moving. Yeah, college is expensive. It is. But let me tell you something. You know what's even worse? These for private schools too.
For private universities. Is that not Trust University? What's that? And then
I went to Herzing now.
Is the right still?
Yes, the right still open. Herzing is still open. All these, I know, I think are closed down. So financial issues.
So you even need to be sure of which of these other non-traditional colleges you're going to.
Yeah.
At least choose a college. Choose a university system that has a continuing ed.
Yes. Yeah. And they collect government loan.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, you have and give scholarship, because for private they don't give scholarship. And it's my understanding they don't collect government loan.
Do we have any comments on this?
We have from that's for some legalities, companies need degree holders for protection.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I was saying about makeup artists and production and production companies, right? They're gonna exactly that, because if you do something wrong, your license is at stake. That's why people are always like, my license. Because if you go through that 17 months of Empire Beauty School, they'll give you license.
Virginia said, how many degrees are sufficient? I saw YouTube recently a PhD college professor struggling financially. Maybe it helps to work towards it with a goal in mind rather than find out the degrees.
That's another thing. Get a PhD in the industry that's going to pay you.
Because a lot of things, I guess Africans do a lot. Dean, come out. Sorry, guys. Dean is under the table.
Oh my God.
Dean is her son. Anyways,
Dean, come out. Yes. What was I saying? Africans. Yeah, no, not even just pay. But you know how Africa, especially like African parents and stuff, when you finish that bachelor's, oh, okay, go to master's. When you finish that master's, it's like, oh, okay, what's next? Go to PhD. And sometimes, this is why I get a lot of some people, they just be like, okay, I know degree is good, but you school. By the time you're schooling and you're not even gaining what you need.
What is the reward? What is the extra
reward?
And also maybe what is the extra financial reward?
The reward is so that the parents will be like, hey, my daughter has a PhD.
No, but it's not going to pay your bills.
I don't think PhD holders get
paid. No,
they don't.
People that get PhDs, are they doing it because they're trying to get more money in the future?
No, I think it's about the accolades.
I think so.
Depending on the industry. Like in education, if you get PhD, top of the line. Don't like them, I'm going to go and get PhD. So I'll be rubbing shoulders with the cream of the cream. Those people, but like in tech, I don't think you will get PhD in coding. It will be like, because
maybe those are the ones that CNN will be.
But some 25-year-old will come from nowhere and just shatter you, like just.
Because
and then your PhD.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the problem.
And then your PhD.
Like, I mean, no doubt. I will want to eventually go on and get a master's, but my master's might actually not be in tech. I might actually choose something else that I feel would be more beneficial to me. Like, because I guess as I'm getting older, I'm finding that I want to actually leave the tech.
And that happens.
Like, and do something else.
You know what I heard yesterday, that teachers only make it 5 years. Oh, the average teacher teaches for 5 years and they're out of the business.
They're doing something else?
Yeah. Oh, wow. They're like, peace out. It's good for, Nika says, it's good for some industries where you need specialize. That is true.
Things
yes.
like engineering.
If you have PhD in engineering, like, kudos to you.
Like I said, you have to be intentional about your doctorate and what you want to do with it.
That's true. Very true.
What's Bookie's wife? I think she's still 45. Yeah. But she was like that a lot of times. Because it's obviously very strenuous. It's a lot of work. Yeah. To pursue a PhD, but she remembers why she started it in the first place, why she wanted to get a PhD in the first place, and that is what keeps her going. So you need to know what this thing is going to do for you in the future. It's not just I just want a PhD. Call it work.
Because at your graduation, there was that one guy.
I said I almost stood up.
I mean, by the time they read
that guy,
what is
I
was just like, you know what, that I can see why something like this, you went for it, because by the time people like you, let's say this your dissertation and all your findings and all your thing goes out, dude, you don't even know the kind of effect it might have in this country or in the world. So I'm like, you know what, kudos to you. And that's why to me it's kind of like, you know what, yes, a lot of people like nowadays, everybody actually likes getting some accolades. So,
did it.
Yeah. And there's some families that, their mothers, grandparents, they did not even go to school. Yeah. And then the kids now, they're now pushing them like, look here. Because they did not get that degree, it held them back. And they don't want to see their future generations being held back. So go ahead. And that's one thing that I love seeing in graduation, because like when you really hear a particular family cheering so loud, you can tell. Yes. And like, you just imagine the kind of like pride that gives a family. Because that one, they now know that at least their son or their daughter, their granddaughter, stop it. Back. Sorry guys. Their son, their daughter, all of that, they can foresee that their future is going to be bright. And yeah.
I do think it's necessary. I
just have the base. They have a bachelor's degree. An associate. Is it enough?
Associate. They don't have to associate.
I mean, they don't. But an associate. I mean, it's kind of like you're putting your own right leg inside. So you put that. But see what people doesn't to understand. Sometimes when you do an associate, to get a bachelor's, it's only just 2 more extra years. And a lot of people don't seem to think about that, because a lot of people, when they hear bachelor, they're still thinking, oh, it's enough for a college. But I'm like, okay, we've already done 2.
People that are our age and above should not get associates. Go straight for your bachelor's. Yeah. These high schoolers, hey God, let me tell you, they are coming out with associate degree from high school.
Yeah.
Like they're taking. That's what I'm saying about the 9th grade. When you start in the 9th grade with AP class, by the time you get 12th grade, you have got all your AP classes. You have met the criteria to graduate as an associate. So that's what I'm saying. If you are age and you don't want to be offended by these young children, please just go and get your bachelor, so that you just collect your own activity.
Yeah. And I mean, we're not saying that getting a degree, go all the way to PhD.
No, definitely not.
But at least, excuse me,
this is the problem. This is the problem.
What's the problem?
Sit down. She goes. Her uncle. You see, her uncle got her.
She needs some help. Continue.
Don't worry. Why? That's why you can make more money. I ain't nanny. And the nanny will go out of the house. Hi. Yeah, I see.
But yeah, what was I trying to say before Kuku really interrupted us?
She did really interrupt us. Okay, Miss Binia says Dan Miller of 48 Days to the work of 48 days to the work you love podcast. Oh, that's a podcast. Has a podcast. Yes, I have an excellent discussion on what encompasses an education, a combination of life skills, job skills, and the degrees. Yeah, I definitely. Oh, I need to go listen to that. Wow.
Yes, I have an education. And I really just wish that sometimes, especially like with the young kids coming up, I just want to tell them, like, look here, there is nothing wrong with going to school and getting a full education. Yes, you finished high school, but guess what? High school is just the scratch, not the scratch of this thing.
I will tell you though, even though I'm graduated, I miss academia. I do. Because you get a chance to listen to what other people are saying.
Yes.
Like you interact with other people who are in the same industry you're trying to go to. Some people have done things that you don't even know. There are some people I'll sit down, just be looking at them. I'm like, am I not older than you?
Thank you.
How have you done all these things with your life? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then it kind of gives you that need. Yeah, that boost. Be like, okay, I'm gonna do it. You know, and sometimes I'll be envy people on Instagram. Like, this person has PhD or this person has 3 masters. I'm like, do they have 2 heads? I beg. Show me so I can go and get my own accolades and get some extra dollars, right? So I don't know though, but I do think it's necessary. I do think. I do think the bare minimum.
Friends, we have a visitor.
The bare minimum. You're going to go off to college one day.
We have a visitor. Yes, you are.
You are. Are you crying?
You don't want to go to college?
You don't want to go to college?
You have to go to college.
Yeah. You leave your mommy and go.
In this family, go to college.
Go to school. Yeah. So you have to leave your mommy and you. Did you say no? Did you say no? Already.
You have to get at least a master's. Okay, my baby.
You have to do something.
But I mean, even if you don't get masters.
No, don't let your mommy pressure you into doing all those things. Like Nigerian parents, you pressure your kids. Yeah. And even American parents, the ones that are overeducated, you have 3 PhDs, 5 this, 5 that, and then you tell your child to come and meet this. Meanwhile, your child really just wants to go to fashion school. Just all they want.
They can go get a degree,
and they can be the next. They can be the next Versace or the next Givenchy. So I think it's okay because that's another
textile production and things like that.
Yeah,
there's a degree for every single.
The person that is making this fabric, they are making money.
Yeah,
because they probably have a factory somewhere. They know.
Yeah,
so I think that's another aspect of this we didn't talk about. Like those parents who are way up there, you know, with all these accolades, and then putting your child, sort of setting your child up on this pedestal and saying, you must meet. Meanwhile, the poor child just wants to be an air pilot, and they want to go to their own school. Because I didn't even know that you don't even have to go to university. No, there's air pilot school.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah, I didn't know that.
What would the best teacher now?
Well, that's the own version of college.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you have about 3 minutes left.
More like 2 minutes.
Oh, it's 2 minutes?
Yeah, so let's start wrapping up. Thank you guys for all the comments today. It's been a very nice discussion, I think.
Yeah. Until my friend
number 2.
But yeah. We've had 2 friends come to interrupt today, but that's okay. We're actually going to have a show later on with all the kids. So that should be fun and interesting.
Interesting.
But starting today though, the show is going to be every single week.
Woo!
Yeah, every single week.
Yeah.
She said Nigerians do.
Medical degree, hairstyle, makeup, fashion designer. We deserve some accolades.
So starting today, we're going to bringing the show to you guys every week. So about this time every week, make sure you log on. We will post up. It's my plan to put up the schedule on Facebook and on Instagram, so you know ahead of time what we're going to be discussing. Please, you guys, feel free to send us topic ideas because That's what will help us keep going further. And that's why to tell your friends. Don't check us out on YouTube right now because I've not updated the YouTube page, but I will this week. I promise in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yeah, thank you guys for logging on and for inviting your friends and for participating. We love you guys. You guys have no idea. Yeah. And honestly, your presence keeps us going. Your presence really keeps us going. Your comments keep us going. Your likes and everything, they keep us going. So we just want to appreciate you guys and say thank you.
Thank you guys. All right. Have a beautiful week coming up.
And don't forget to have someone.
Why is your comment on your face? Like,
I don't know.
Okay,
are you having a sip with someone you love?
Yes, have a sip with someone.
Take care. We'll tell her.
Yeah.
Thanks guys for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye everybody. Have a nice week. Have a great summer.